Good evening, guys. It's 5 p.m. 5:10 actually. So we had a pure trend down day yesterday, right? Due to CPI or news or whatever, right? But we had a down day. So today, by default, we will stick with sellers, right? No choice. Being day trader, we have no choice, right? Now, however, in pre-market voice today, I talked about longs also. You know, like there are certain situations. If that happens, then you can take reactionary long. You know, otherwise stick with shorts. You know, the goal should be take one short today, manage it, extract it as much as we can, and then call it a day off, right? Why day off? Because price will either go down right after open or after a few minutes, and it may stay down till first hour or so. You know, after that, if it fails to go below or hold below first hour low, hold above, you know, this is hold above, then the day is going to be a neutral down or neutral or screwed up kind. Okay, so this is above actually, not below, because when it goes below, you know, it's going to be down day anyway, right? So this is above. Okay, it's my mistake. So you can choose to take short at aggressive sellers area as well as, right? And then I also discuss specific situation, right, in pre-market voice, that in those scenarios you look for also reactionary long if you want to. Otherwise, you are better off taking a short today, you know, or sticking with short side, right? So I already put the comments in Discord, right? And then preferred buyers area, backup buyers area are there for taking profit, right? And not to go long at the first test, right? However, if you see the day is screwed up kind, ping pong kind, then you can go long there and target the next level. Okay, 185 and 140s are NQ's dream number, right? So if you read it this thing 2 times, right, this entire notes 2-3 times, and then you look the price, you will see price behaving exactly the same way with the way I wrote it, right? You have to just look at the price and you will know, you know. So now remember I said in the notes first hour, right? So this is the first hour, this area, right? 10:30, right? First hour low, it will stay down till first hour, right? Which is this, stay down from here to here till first hour, right? And that could be first hour low, could be, right? And then I said if it doesn't hold below it, then go up, right? Day is screwed up, ping pong kind, right? And then you can see ping pong means price will not go anywhere. This is a ping pong. See my point? So now this is exactly I wrote it before it happened, right? So that is the power of reading, contextual reading. When you look at the price, you know, or when you watch so much price action over the years, you will exactly know, or not exactly, I'm going to use word exactly, but you can have an idea of what kind of price action is coming next day, right, which is today. And you can see this is exactly the way I said it played out, right? You can take a reactionary long also, see that, fail to hold below first hour low, reactionary long, right, here also, right? And ping pong means you can short here. See that my point? So you can trade this price action, but the goal was not to trade entire day, right? Once it's screwed up, we usually don't trade, right? So the idea was take one short, extract as much as you can, right? So this is the extraction going on. When you short here, you extract it as much as you can. The idea was one low below yesterday's low, and that's where your target is achieved. That is the max target you can get. So this is what yesterday's low, one low below it, that's where you bail out, right? So to the T, you know, so I shorted here to the T, you're done, you know. So instead of taking this short here, I took a short in NQ right here, because morning was very choppy, you know, it was a very choppy price action, right here, you know, I didn't do anything, I was watching, right? So and we were watching together here, right? I didn't take any trades, I said I am watching, right? And then because I was looking for, see, price already went down. I said in the morning it may go down, right? But then I didn't get the location here, proper location like this, you know. If price would have gone here and come back down, I would have shorted it, right? So since NQ there was no trade, I didn't even take the trade in ES also, right? Because ES did not even go here, you know. However, NQ later on reached Globex high, and we discussed this in pre-market notes, you know, or sorry, pre-market voice, that if price comes to the aggressive sellers area in a step up fashion, then do not bother to short. Skip it and wait for this area, this blue lines, right? However, if it comes straight up, it will get exhausted there and you can short into that area, right? So during this time I was on a phone call, right, as I said in Discord. So when I came back, price was here, right? So I missed this one, but this was a good short in both ES and NQ together, you know, this one. So this one you have to front run it though, you know, based on NQ you can take this short, right? And at that time, if you look at internals, right, so I also said that here also there was a bearish eddy divergence. See that, like this, price was here, went higher, so higher high, lower high. See that? So this was a bearish eddy divergence, so you can take this short, right, into the level right here, when you see NQ also coming up here, right? However, you don't take this kind of short every day, you know. Every bearish divergence is not a short, right, depending on the context. So this short was happening, or this bearish divergence happening after having the trend down day, so it was contextually lined up, right? So that's why you take this short, okay? And then when you see this balancing going on, right, then after you take the short, you're holding it, when you see this balancing, then you bail out and then wait price to clear this out, right? So I was quick enough to pick up this short right here, you know. I think some of you also took that short with me, right? So the way I look these things, you know, you have to zoom in, you know, this was a very good short that I picked it up, you know. So, and then I didn't do any other trade, you know, except this short, you know, after, because I missed this one, right? So I was watching this damn thing, buyers were keep buying here, right? Looks like somebody has an algo, you know, like to short here, go to long here, short here, long here, short here, long here, right? So there is no way you can capture this up and down move, right, or able to hold it. So you have to wait for something, you know, some event that will tell you in advance that, hey, now price is ready to move out of these things, right? So the way I figured out, I already explained in Discord though, right? So, but anyway, so and that's where the reading comes handy, you know. So here I said in the morning, I said 56 is important, you know, and then later on I said 60 is important. 60 is new 56, right? So this was a 60 level right here. As I said, 60 is important, right? And then price was holding this level, okay? At the same time, this dream number, right, it was like top of this boundary, and this dream number was a lower boundary. See how beautifully, how nicely these dream numbers are holding every day, you know. They are doing something, right? Today price was literally stuck between two dream numbers, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, right? So now we know one of them will work, right? So while I was watching this thing, ES broke down below 60. See, if you randomly look at this price, you wouldn't know all these things. But when you have a levels, then it will help you out, and not a random level, right level, right? So 60 was my level, right? And then I said once it was holding this 60, so you can see this tail, right? And then at this time around between 10:15 to 10:20, ES broke below it, right? And then NQ did not break below it. NQ was right here at that time, right here at 177, right? And ES already broke down. That was the clue I got it. So instead of playing ES here, right, since ES was already down here, if it pulls back or not, I had no clue, right? But NQ usually does. So, and then NQ can write. I can have more points in NQ than ES, right? Because ES I had this bold area and a blue line here, right? So my profit was limited if price choose to bounce from here. But NQ, after having so many tests of dream number, it can go, you know, towards this area, right? So I use this ES breakdown to take a short right here. See, when this candle was done and it pulled back here, I shorted it right there, you know. And I think a couple of you guys also took the short with me. Now my target was this area, 82 or 81, right? So I was holding, and yes, the target was 38, you know, like this, you know. What was the target? Right here, you know, yesterday's low, or 1 point below, or whatever, some points below, right? So when ES reached these things, the ES, that was a trade. If you took ES trade, then this was a short right here, you know. After this breakdown, you got lucky, there was a pullback here, you short, you target one low below ES, one below yesterday's low, right, which is this. Here you bail out. Since you are bailing out ES, it's its target, NQ may bounce, it may not get there, and it may come there later, right? So here I took an exit, you know, right at 95 or so, somewhere here, you know, and then I was done for the day, you know. And then whatever happens, I don't care, because the target is achieved. Now price can bounce too, you know. So, and that is what it did. Suddenly just bounced straight up, right? But we already know today is going to be neutral down or neutral day, right? That means up day chances are only 2%, 98%. It's like lower chances, right? Or ping pong, screwed up day, right? So even at this point, I also said in around 10 o'clock in Discord, I typed the message that today's closing in NQ, it will be around 150, 160, you know, most likely, you know. And then because at that time price was right here, right, somewhere, actually here somewhere, you know. But anyway, I said 150, 160, it may close there, right? And then after that, there is no point discussing this price action, you know, because it's a garbage anyway, right? But you can see these things here, actually, you know what? So after this, it went higher, right? And there was a divergence still there here, right? And we know price is not gonna go higher. And we also know from Discord, I said 225 to 250 could be a point where it can do fail breakout. You know, that is what I said well in advance when price was here. So when it went higher here, it got rejection, right? So that was a sign. It broke out above it, about this 225 right here. See the 225 also here, it responded. Then it broke out above it, touched 250 and came down, right? So this was a short also, you know. But yeah, it's not really, you know, tradable price action, right? But you can see while you are watching these things, and then later on you can see again price was holding this 185 dream number. See how nicely it's working out, right? But you can't do anything here. It was a ping pong again. Again, you have to wait for a breakdown, right? So when this breakdown happens, right, later in the day, right, now you are rest assured it's gonna go back again here somewhere. So now you can short somewhere here, you know, but it's really hard to justify all this trading, you know, in this garbage, right? So, but anyway, while you are watching ES, right, you can see clearly there was a breakdown here. Nice one, right? Then price little bit pulled back, again went down, sliced through this area. Now what happened next? It again sliced back up, but back up where? Bottom of this area here, right? See this circle, and then it got rejection, right? So you can't short here because there was no level, right? But you can see the price action wise it was still stepping down. Then what happened? Another down thrust, right, from here, right? Then what happened? Then it pulled back, correct? So now either is going to go up again back to this point, or this area can act as a resistance now, right? Because two break below it, one break, straight break, pull back, again break, pull back, go down, possible, right? So you know, you can't assume that in short here. You have to wait for a confirmation. When you see price goes up, down, you short right here and target this blue line, because price is here, it was not able to reach, right? So here you can come, it can come, you know, towards the end of the day, right? Same time NQ you can short right here, targeting again this, right? So I did it, right? So I shared the screenshot 2 times. I tried these things, you know. I shorted here, waited here, and I bailed out here. Then again I shorted, again bailed out, you know, and then I gave up, you know. And then even I took a long in SIM account here, right here, you know, because I was not supposed to trade. This was the first long I took it. Why? So I already gave you the reason, right? So because it failed to break below 95, two attempts at the closing, and ES was holding this blue line, most likely people are buying it right there, so it's going to go higher. And now I put the closing idea in play, 150, 160, it can close there, right? That was the early morning statement. So I waited here and I took the long right here, and then I targeted 158. So but anyway, so the price action was not good today, as I said earlier also. Now tomorrow I will put the comments in the closing remark, right? What we should be looking for tomorrow, long, shorts, neutral, whatever, right? But I'm going to put some comments in Discord and in the closing remark for tomorrow's price action. What is the likelihood scenario, right? And then we can go from there. Now mbox wave, right? So let me see if we can. So mbox wave, right? So let me you know what, so okay, hold on, I got a phone call also meanwhile. So mbox wave, I'll do it tomorrow, I'm not gonna do it today now. I think it's a 5:27 now, and so I have to leave. I have to pick up my son, but after coming back, if I want to do it another video for mbox wave, I'll do it. Otherwise, I'll do it tomorrow. And anyway, the price action today is not even worth to even look into mbox wave, because I know it's going to be choppy, so mbox wave is good, but I can't give you all the information, right, purely based on mbox wave. You need to know the context first, right, at some level, right, and then you can trade it, right. And certain days are not even good, to even look into it. So today is one of the day, and it was expected to be a neutral or neutral down day. So that's why, and that be all. I'll see you tomorrow.